I have given the alternate link, and that to be joined when the strength is more than 100% in the link number 1. But now I can see 65 of you have joined in the link number 2. So managing two links is a little bit difficult. So next time onwards, please join the link number 1 unless until the strength is still 100. Okay? So I hope the slides are visible now to each and everyone. I'm not audible. Why? Am I audible to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Fine, so let's start it now. So yesterday we have gone through the basics of VLSI design cycle, what is bug, what is error, what is fault. Now, yeah, so fault detection, location and diagnosis we have covered. Now let us proceed. Why testing is important. So what exactly happens? There is something called as Moore's law. Moore was a design engineer, circuit design engineer. He has given a law. His law was like after every 18 months, the transistor size will be just half of its present size. This was the Moore's law. So previously the transistor size was like in micrometers. Technology node was micrometers. When I am talking about technology node, means it is the gate length. You have the CMOS. In the CMOS, there is something called as gate length, and that is the uh, deciding factor for the technology node. So let's say this is your N plus region. This is also N plus region, and this above this there is. Am I audible to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
तो भैया आवाज क्यों नहीं आ रही है? धीरे आ रही है या आ नहीं रही है? There are two things.
Ma'am, it's clear.
It's clear? Okay, thank you.
मैम
So
सेकंड लिंक में आ रही है वॉइस.
second link में नहीं आ रही है.
यस मैम, उस पे नहीं आ रही है.
Okay, let.
मैम फर्स्ट लिंक पे नहीं आ रही है, सेकंड पे आ रही है.
आवाज आ रही है क्या निरंजन? नहीं आ रही है. भूमिका, अंजलि,
मैम दूसरी वाली लिंक पे आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही, बट इस पे आ रही है।
Hello, am I audible now?
यस मैम।
अभी ठीक है, fine. So, technology node means if the gate size is, let's say, 500 micrometers, so the technology node becomes 500 micrometers. Okay, so Moore's has given a law. According to this, if this is 500 micrometers today, then maybe after 1.5 years or 2 years, it will reduce down to 250 micrometers. 250 micrometers. After another 1.5 or 2 years, it will again reduce down to approximately 125 micrometer, and so on. So down scaling, this continuous down scaling has actually created problems in interconnecting wires and decrease of dimensions of the transistor. Reduction in feature size, it increases the probability of manufacturing defects in the IC. तीन करनी है ना उसमें, दोनों को ही लगा देना सेम कर. Yeah, so actually this is going to increase the probability of defects. Very small defect can easily result in a faulty transistor or interconnecting wire when the feature size is lesser than 100 nanometers. So it is creating problem lesser than 100 nanometers. We also called sub 100 nanometers. Circuits are used in highly sophisticated applications, maybe military applications, satellites and all. So circuits are really very sensitive, security applications. A single failure may cause large deviation from the expected performance. So because of that, the testing is necessary and we need to go for it. Now, problems of ideal tests. What are the problems of ideal tests? So ideal test says that whatever chip you have, this is bug free. There is no defect, no error, no fault in that. So ideal tests detect all defects produced in the manufacturing process. This is the ideal one. But I have given you the list of defects. There can be transient, intermittent, permanent and all types. So among those, permanent are able to covered by us, but other two types like transient and intermittent are really random. So we don't know when they are going to occur and when we can capture. So it is very difficult to capture those. Ideal tests pass all functionally good devices. Very large number and variety of possible defects need to be tested. Difficult to generate tests for some real defects. There are some corner case defects for which it is really very difficult. Defect oriented testing is an open problem. So this is a big problem. So actually manual intervention is needed for designing the test cases. Okay, so for example, let me give you one real example. Let's say yesterday we are talking about we need one calculator. So in this calculator, when we are talking about division functionality, let's say you have prepared a logic which is going to give you the division and you checked it with 6 by 2, 100 by 5 and all type of these numbers you have checked. But you have never checked from any number divided by 0. So it means this is a bug. So it is going to give you infinite value or something, but it should show, okay, this is invalid. Okay, divisor is invalid. So please re-enter the divider. So such type of message it should give, but instead of that message, because it was not checked by you, that's why x upon 0, any value upon 0 is going to give you infinite or some ambiguous number it is going to give you, because it doesn't understand what exactly you are going to ask. It was not trained for it.
मैम आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही है फिर से।
Now audible?
यस मैम।
Yes.
Based on analyzable fault models, which may not map on real defects, these are the real tests. Incomplete coverage of model faults due to high complexity. If the complexity is really very high, for in case of this division problem, this divided by 0 we have not taken into consideration. So this is very high complexity. So in that case also the coverage is incomplete. Some good chips are rejected. Fraction or percentage of such chips is called yield loss. One is yield and yield loss. So what exactly happens? Let's say 1000 chips are manufactured. Out of these 1000 chips, you have taken the testing of all the 1000 chips. Out of that, let's say you found that 125 chips are failing under the testing problems. So 125 chips are useless for you, right? So this will be called as 125 divided by 1000. This is the fractional value. So actually 0.125, or you can say 12.5%. If you want to find out in percentage, so multiply by 100%. So that becomes 12.5% is the yield loss. Got it? This is known as yield loss, which you are going to reject. Some bad chips pass test. So this fraction of bad chips among all passing chips is called as defect level. So one is yield loss, जिसमें कि some good chips, sorry, ये तो थी which are getting failed. So yield आपका हो जाएगा good chips divided by total chips. Yeah, this is yield and rejection rate is given. Yield is number of acceptable chips divided by total number. This is the yield. If you want to make it percentage, then multiply by 100. For example, in the previous case, good chips are which you found that 1000 minus 125. These are good chips according to your calculations because your testing is telling this. So ये जितनी भी बन गई आपकी 875 means 87.5%. This is the yield percentage, yield rate or yield percentage. Now what is the rejection rate? How many chips you rejected out of total chips? So 125 divided by 1000. So 12.5 is your rejection rate. Yield loss is let's say out of these 125 there were 15 chips which were good, but आपकी मशीन ने बोला कि these are the bad chips. Okay, these were good, but your testing will get failed for these 15. So this 15 divided by 1000, that is your yield loss. Means those were good, but your machine identified that these were not good. Another one is defect level. Defect level means some bad chips you are finding. Let's say 20 bad chips are there. Out of these testing passed chips, 20 are bad chips which were not really good, but your testing mechanism passed all these. So these 20 are actually defect levels. Okay, got it? So in order to make you a little bit more understand and realistic, you can think that out of 100 students in your class, let's say 25 students got F grade, fail हो गए 25 students, but ये जो 25 फेल हुए इसमें से 2 स्टूडेंट्स ऐसे थे जो कुछ कंफ्यूजन की वजह से फेल हो गए. Those were intelligent, they have appeared in all those exams and all, and let's say their end term copy was missed or marks were not filled by the instructor and they got F grade. So it means these actually were expected to pass, but they are getting F grade. So this 2 is what? 2 is good students, but these are failed category according to our judgment. This is the yield loss. 2 upon 100 is the yield loss fraction. And multiply by 100, it means 2% आपका yield loss हो गया. Now let's say out of 75 students which you are saying, okay, those are the pass students. In those students, let's say 3 students were there. Those were actually fail, but because the marks were wrongly put for 2-3 evaluations, that's why they got pass marks. So these are what? These are defect levels. These are creating defect levels. I hope you got the difference between yield loss and defect level. Likewise, yield rate and rejection rate. Yield rate means how many good testing is passed by how many chips. It is yield rate. Rejection rate means how many are rejected at the testing level. That is your rejection rate. Okay, generally you can find numericals related to yield rate and rejection rate. A good device fails to test and appears as faulty. Friction of such chips is called as yield loss. So yield loss can be catastrophic yield loss. This is due to random defects, and parametric. This is due to process variations. For example, yesterday also we have discussed there is variations in the current driven by the circuit, voltage, etc. A faulty device appears to be good chip passing the test. Rejection rate or defect level. Rejection rate or defect level is the number of faulty chips passing final test divided by the total number of passing final test. Cost of test. एक cost का कितना test रहेगा? एक test का कितना cost रहेगा? So ITRS is International Technology Roadmap for Semiconductors. This is international organization which is giving you, which is forecasting the things related to semiconductors. Okay, in 2025, the transistor size will shrink up to this level. In 2030, the transistors will get changed to new technology. For example, previously it was BJT, then it converted to CMOS. Then nowadays you are having CNT fat-based devices and all. So there is the forecasting, and that forecasting is done by this company. So this has been taken from their cost per transistor. How much was the cost per transistor? So the cost per transistor was very high in 1980s, and nowadays till 15 it has been very low. Means you can think of how many times, 10, 100,000. So approximately millions. There is a difference of millions. Okay. So, what is the cost of bug, which I have already discussed with you yesterday by giving the example of airbag problem in a particular car. So, the company is calling back all these cars and trying to fix the issue. So, that is the cost of test. Means that testing was not correct at that time. That's why you have to call from the field. So, this is one example given. So cost of test means how much time it is going to take and all. So this is the elaborative example. This example is like this. 0.5 to 1 gigahertz analog instruments, and let's say there are 1024 pins. So ATE purchase price is this much, $4 million. $4 million is the ATE. ATE is automatic test equipment, with the help of which you are putting all the chips inside the automatic test equipment, and then you are finding out for this. So the just standalone cost is approximately $4.27 million. Running cost 5 years linear depreciation. Running cost kitna rahega? Depreciation plus maintenance plus operation. So it is coming around $1.439 million. टेस्ट कोर्स 24 आवर्स एटी ऑपरेशन. अगर 24 आवर्स आप एटी को ऑपरेट करते हैं तो कितना टेस्ट, इतना पर ईयर जो है रनिंग कॉस्ट इनटू दिस इज एक फॉर this was per year, so just divided by 365 into 24 into this much. So this is the cost of the test, 4.5 cents per second. So ये आपका टेस्टिंग का कॉस्ट है. फाइन, these are the simple calculations. टॉप चिप मैन्युफैक्चरर्स आर गिवन, एंड इनका रेवेन्यू जनरेशन कितना होता है, क्योंकि अगर टेस्ट का if you are investing that much in the test, then how you will be coming in the profit. Profit is must. If you are a businessman, it means profit is must. So Intel revenue generation is this much. This report is 2013 report. So Samsung, Qualcomm, these are actually the big players. ST Micro, Texas Instruments, Toshiba, etc., etc. How much it got changed? So you can see some of these are getting very high increase. For example, this Micron Technology, 109% growth. Market share, the market share is also listed towards this side. Intel is having the biggest market share, and then Samsung is having the second biggest market share. Top chip manufacturer are also given, and then the revenue generation and the change from this to this year. Come on Monday. Roles of testing: detection. First of all, you will be detecting, determination whether or not the device under test has some fault. First of all, this is the detection. You are detecting the fault. So you are detecting whether DUT, we will call this as DUT. This is similar to whatever you are doing in verification. So device under test has to be tested whether it is having some fault. Diagnosis, identification and location of the fault present in the DUT, device characterization, determination and correctness of errors in the design or test procedure, failure mode analysis, determination of manufacturing process errors that may have caused a defect on the DUT. So failure mode analysis means during the chip manufacturing, if because of the process some errors are occurring, then we'll do the failure mode analysis and we'll take care in the during the manufacturing process if possible. So from here your main subject is going to start. Do you have any questions so far? Saurav, Shishupal, Lakshya, can you hear me?
No, ma'am, not done.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
So do you have any
No
questions
doubt.
so far?
No, ma'am, not.
ठीक है,
Not.
अभी मुझे बताओ कि yield rate क्या होती है?
Ma'am, yield rate is uh, any like the students that actually had failed, but they were given some extra marks or in evaluation. So those students, upon the total number of students that had failed, that is the yield rate.
गलत बता रहे हो. There are two terms. One is the yield rate, another one is the yield loss. Likewise, there is defect level and rejection rate. Rejection rate मतलब कितने को reject किया divided by total, that is the rejection rate. Yield मतलब कितने पास हो गए divided by total, that is the yield rate. अब yield loss क्या होगा? जो एक्चुअल में पास थे लेकिन उनको फेल कर दिया गया, that is the yield loss. And likewise defect level as well. ठीक है? Defect level मतलब you have passed but actually they were fail. So that is defect level. मतलब you are sending 3 persons which were actually fail और आप बोल रहे हो कि ये पास हो गए. So आगे जाके तो defect create करेंगे ना. They are not able to for some job, right? For example, let's say एक vocational course है 2 months का, 2 दिन ही बच्चे आए थे और आपने उनको पास कर दिया. So you are saying through this vocational course they have developed some skill. Let's say Python programming का course था, तो वो 2 बच्चे जो आपने पास कर दिए वो Python programming कर पाएंगे क्या? No ना. So it means that is the defect level you have introduced among whatever the batch is going on. So this is the defect level. Yield loss जो actual में पास होने थे उनको आपने fail कर दिया. So that is the yield loss. Okay, shall I proceed now? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So if you have any questions, where are they? Okay. Fine. So let's start it now. VLSI testing process. So testing process is made up of 2 parts. One is the test generation and test application. So test generation is actually the software component, and test application is applying those software generated tests into the real chip. ठीक है? VLSI testing process और chip testing process जो है, this is having 2 process. One is the test generation. So test cases are prepared and then the test application. So AT में आपको chip रखा जाता है. AT में AT stands for automatic test equipment, जो बहुत महंगा आता है. अभी बताया था ना, $4 million, right? So that might be specific for a specific IC, or it might be little bit generalized. It can't be completely generalized because it depends on the complexity of your equipment, right? So it is really very difficult to create a generalized ATE, automatic बोलो
मैम आपकी आवाज इससे गई।
test generation is to produce test patterns for efficient testing. टेस्ट जनरेशन जो पहला
एक्सक्यूज मी मैम।
process
Ma'am, you are not audible.
to CUT or DUT. Hello, I hope I am audible now.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So, CUT is chip under test. Chip under test if the
Ma'am,
test.
screen is not visible.
Sorry?
Ma'am, slides are not visible.
Screen is not visible.
Slides not visible. Okay. Now visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So CUT is chip under test. You have to apply the test patterns generated during the test generation process, and then you have to apply those on CUT. If the test application says okay, incorrect test, then you will assume that this is the faulty circuit, faulty chip. If correct means you will say okay, this is passed. Test application is performed by either ATE or test facilities in chip itself, which is called as built-in self-test, BIST. In short, we'll call this as BIST. Okay. सो दो तरीके से करते हैं, एक तो ATE से करते हैं. ATE is automatic test equipment or test facilities in the chip itself. Automatic built-in test, automatic built-in self-test we call this. Okay. So ये एक छोटा सा example given है. Input patterns. Let's say these were the input patterns corresponding to the inputs. We have given the bit streams. Then this is the digital circuit, and then you are getting this kind of response. So what you will do, there is a comparator. This comparator is comparing these are the stored correct responses against those inputs. ये inputs है, so ये stored correct responses होते हैं. These will be given and will be cross checked with this.
For example, let me give you one simple example. For example, we are talking about half adder. So in half adder, I know corresponding to 0 0 what is my output. If A B is 0 0, sum carry and sum has to be 0 0. I already know. So if I am applying this test pattern, I am saying okay, corresponding to 0 0, I should get 0 sum and 0 carry from here. So if there is some discrepancy, I'll check this and I'll say okay, the fault is there. Then again I'll apply the another one 0 1 or 1 0, and I have to find out okay, the output is 0 1 0 1 only. So I'll check the set which 0 1 was stored and 0 1 was stored over here. So both of these I'll be checking. If it is 1 1, I have to find out that output has to be 1 0. So I'll compare and check. So if at any point of time it fails, it means the chip is not working well. Otherwise it is working. So what is the test generation? The goal of test generation is to find efficient set of test vectors with maximum fault coverage. So test vectors होते हैं आपके जो अभी जैसे कि हाफ एडर के लिए लिखे. So this A B is 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. The stream of input sets is called as test vectors. ठीक है? Set of bits which is applicable at the input is known as test vector. Fault coverage क्या होता है? For example, I am checking this is like this is the output I am going to check 0 1. Okay, I am targeting this 0 1 at the output. So this 0 1 is corresponding to two input patterns. One is 0 1 AB and 1 0 AB. So यहाँ पर fault coverage is more. If I am observing this, I am targeting this at the output, it means fault coverage is more. No single fault model works for all possible defects. जो सारे के सारे डिफेक्ट्स हैं उनके लिए कोई भी सिंगल एक फॉल्ट मॉडल काम नहीं करेगा. A certain amount of test vectors based on fault models is applied for detection of faults in the VLSI circuits. So this was the test generation. So it is somewhat like this. See, when you are going to do the test generation, what you know that this is the black box. Whatever you have prepared, you don't know what is inside. What you know all is there is set of inputs and set of outputs. That's it. Inside details are not known to you. So what you have to do, apply all possible input patterns 2 raised to power n. If n is the number of inputs and m is the number of outputs. So these are the input patterns. Let's say n is 50. So the test equipment operating at 1 megahertz frequency, how much time it is going to take? So 1 megahertz frequency means it is going to take in total 9500 months. So इसको 50 2 raised to power 50 1 megahertz से multiply कीजिए and find out how much time you are getting. Okay, so you'll be getting these many months. इतने months में कितने years होते हैं? Just divide it by 12. So you can think of how many years you are getting. Okay, so it means you can't कर दिया, सॉफ्ट कॉपी भेज दिया मुझे. देवेंद्र कर रहा है, बता दिया उसको कैसे करना है. ठीक है, अब ये स्कैन करके भी दे दिया. ठीक है, अब भी जा सकते. थैंक यू. Yeah, so these many months, it means just divide it by 12. You are getting how much? You are getting approximately 6, 7, 8, 9. So approximately 800 years. Am I correct? Yes? 800 years?
791.
791. Approximately 800 years, right? Okay. So these many years means what? इतने साल तो कोई हम लोग जिंदा भी नहीं रहेंगे. But nowadays you can think of how fast the market is going to change. The customer to market has to be this manufacturing cycle has to be reduced so much. Okay, So if it is not going to reduce, it means you are out of the business. For example, I thought I will launch a smartphone. So if I am targeting, okay, I'll design it and then after 800 years I will sell it. तो क्या वही चीजें रहेंगी सब कुछ? Financial, statistical, everything will get changed, right? So what they have to do, they have to do some alternative arrangement of this. This is not working, correct? If the size is small, then it is working fine. So next one is the fault modeling. Numerous possible physical failures in a large circuit are really possible. It is really very difficult to detect the physical failures. Many physical failures have the same effect on the logic. फॉर एग्जाम्पल जैसे कि 0 1 एंड 1 0 आपने हाफ एडर में दिया इनपुट में, राइट? सो आउटपुट आपका कितना आ रहा है? आउटपुट यू आर गेटिंग सेम. ओके, नाउ let us assume that there is stuck at one fault at this place. यहाँ पे क्या है? 1 पर क्या है आपका? stuck at one fault है. So this stuck at one fault means corresponding to 1 0 and 0 0, you are getting the same output, that is 0 1. So let's say instead of 0 0, you just tested for 1 0. So it is going to give you the correct output. But actually for 0 0, your expected outcome was 0 0. But you have not tested for it. It means this failure is going along with your design. Got it? We need to consider only effect of physical failure on the logic. Effects of physical failures are described at higher level fault models. So जो आपका physical failure है, that can be at any place in the device, but we will only consider that it is there affecting only the logics. मतलब हमारा जो defect है, that is the fault only. डिफेक्ट अगर डिजिटल सर्किट में होता है, we'll call this as fault. So we'll predominantly presume that we have defects only. We have faults only, not defects. Generalized defects नहीं है. So fault model मतलब कैसे कैसे faults आप बना सकते हैं? What are the different models of faults? Stacked faults. Stacked faults means, let's say your A input is sticking at one level. So whatever you are going to apply, it is always 1. You can just change B. If you are making it 0, then also it is actually going to give you 1 only. Transistor or switch level faults, stuck open and stuck short faults. So transistor, sometimes it is open, so it means it is not working and it is working like a very high impedance. Likewise, stuck on short faults, so it means the transistor is short circuited. So it is always short circuited. It is not like working like off switch. Bridging faults and delay faults. Delay faults are there in the transition path. So these are given in the details. For example, this is a bigger circuit and let's say it's been given 3 properties define a single stacked fault. One line is faulty. Line is permanently set to 0 to 1 or 1 to 0. Faults can be at the inputs or outputs. This can be anywhere. Okay. For example, in this circuit, let's say stacked fault is available here. यहाँ पे ये देखिए ये लिखा है SA0. इसका मतलब S means stuck, A means at, 0 means 0. So this line has stacked 0 fault at H node. Okay. Now whether we are able to detect or not, हम इसको डिटेक्ट कर पाएंगे कि नहीं कर पाएंगे, चलो देखते हैं. सो व्हाट आई एम गोइंग टू डू, यहाँ पर जो भी है उसका उल्टा हमें यहाँ पर लेकर आना है. सिर्फ यहाँ पर उसका उल्टा, एंड द रिफ्लेक्शन ऑफ दिस शुड पास टू द आउटपुट, बिकॉज व्हाट वी कैन ऑब्जर्व इज दिस मच. यहाँ से यहाँ तक का ही हम ऑब्जर्व कर सकते हैं. इनसाइड इट इज ब्लैक बॉक्स, वी आर नॉट एबल टू डिटेक्ट. So this is in our hand, whatever we can apply. There are two inputs A and B. So out of 4 combinations, you can apply anything. Output is only one, so you can observe it. So this output has to be changed from 0 to 1 or 1 to 0 depending on this fault. So if this is stuck at 0, it means you have to bring it 1 here. आपको यहाँ पर 1 लेकर आना है. ये पहली बात हो गई. ठीक है. This is simple half adder circuit. XOR gate का सम है, सम और XOR gate you can say. So अभी देखिए, just have a look on how we'll proceed. See, let me change the pen. Okay, so here if I am making it 1, it means this is just opposite of this structured line. Okay, so how I can make a NAND gate 1, output of NAND gate 1? So there are 3 combinations: 0 0, 0 1, 1 0 and 1 1. Correct? 4 combinations are there. Corresponding to this I'll get 0, and corresponding to these 3 I will get 1 आउटपुट. सो इसका मतलब हमें इनपुट में क्या लेना है? इन तीनों में से एक लेना है. ओके, अब इन तीनों में से एक लेने के बाद दिस फॉल्ट हैज टू बी पास्ड थ्रू दिस लाइन. ये देखिए, ये फॉल्ट है तो कहाँ से जाएगा? इधर से जाएगा. करेक्ट? एंड देन इट विल पास थ्रू दिस. So in case of NAND gate, actually if I am making the other one, this has to be 1. Definitely it has to be 1. अगर ये 0 हुआ तो ये 0 है या 1 है, it won't make any difference. The output is automatically 1. And if I am making both of these as 0 0, let's say, sorry, 1 0 means the output has to be 0, right? Yeah, correct. Output has to be 1. Yes, correct. 1 1 आ जाएगा. So हमें इसका क्या करना है? I have to make sure that here I am getting 1. यहाँ पर 1 अगर होगा तो if the erroneous output is there according to this, the output will get changed. So we'll backtrack from here. If this is 0 or 1, we don't know, whatever it is, according to this I will get the output over here. So it means this has to be 1, and let's say this is x. Okay, so what I will get? 1 x and whole dash of this. क्या आएगा? क्या आएगा बताइए?
X dash.
I will get x dash. करेक्ट? सो यहाँ पर x मैंने माना था 0, 1 इसका एक्चुअल था और 0 फॉल्टी था. सो ये इसका उल्टा आ जाएगा, 0 एक्चुअल आएगा और 1 फॉल्टी आएगा. अब इसको हमें पास करना है आउटपुट पे. दिस इज द एक्स डैश. इसको पास करने के लिए आई नीड 1 हियर. करेक्ट? सो आउटपुट पे जो यहाँ पे एज इट इज था वो यहाँ पर आ जाएगा. करेक्ट? सो इफ आई वांट टू मेक इट 1, इसको अगर मुझे 1 बनाना है, सो जस्ट बैक ट्रैक, यहाँ पे जाइए. ये 1 कब पॉसिबल है? ऑल दीज 3 केसेस आर सेइंग ओके इट इज एबल टू मेक इट 1. तो ये देखिए, यहाँ पर ये 1 है, हम बोल रहे हैं पहले से ही. अगर ये 1 है, so it means what should be here in order to make it 1? Of course 0, right? So that's why we have taken it 0 here. So the out of these 3 patterns we have chosen 1 0 over here, क्योंकि यहाँ पर हमें 1 चाहिए था, and this is nothing but a. So 1 0 pattern we have taken from here. तो आज के लिए इतना ही. ये जो न्यूमेरिकल है इसको एक बार सोच लेना, करके देख लेना, और बाकी विल स्टार्ट टुमारो. ठीक है? दिस सब्जेक्ट इज रियली वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग. आपको सिर्फ थोड़ा प्रेजेंस ऑफ माइंड की जरूरत है एंड सिंपल कैलकुलेशंस, दैट व्हेन आई हैव टू पुट 0, व्हेन आई हैव टू पुट 1 एंड ऑल these things. So we'll be studying similar algorithms which are giving us the access to the internal faults. So with the help of this test pattern, our output is going to change if this was faulty. ठीक है? तो इसका मतलब ये वाला फॉल्ट हम डिटेक्ट कर पा रहे हैं विद द हेल्प ऑफ दिस टेस्ट पैटर्न. टोटल टेस्ट पैटर्न्स कितने हैं? 2 इनपुट्स एंड 2 raised to power 2, मींस टोटल टेस्ट पैटर्न्स हैं 4. बट हाउ मेनी स्टैकेड फॉल्ट्स आर पॉसिबल? सिंगल स्टैकेड फॉल्ट्स आप देख लीजिए, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. You can think of 11 single stacked faults are possible. और वो we can try that all of these can be detected with the help of these 4 input patterns. ठीक है? बाकी हम कल डिस्कस करेंगे. इफ यू हैव एनी क्वेरी यू कैन फील फ्री टू आस्क मी. यस, कोई क्वेरी है? इज देयर एनी क्वेरी और आई शुड टेक द अटेंडेंस एंड गो? No queries? Manisha, Priyanshu,
No, ma'am.
Praveen, Noman, कोई क्वेरी नहीं है. ऑल क्लियर? क्लियर कहाँ से है? ओवरहेड और थ्रू हेड?
Through head.
थ्रू हेड. गुड गुड. आई वांट दिस ओनली. सो जो ओवरहेड वाले हैं वो थोड़ा पढ़ लें तो उनका भी थ्रू हेड जाएगा. ठीक है प्रांजल? गॉन. गुड. ठीक है, थोड़ा पढ़ लेना. देर इज जो मैंने क्लासरूम पर सिलेबस है उसमें एक्चुअली लिस्ट ऑफ बुक्स भी है. सो आई वुड रिकमेंड कि एब्रोमोविच ये बुक आप परचेज कर लें. दिस स्लाइड्स आई विल शेयर आफ्टर द लेक्चर इज फिनिश्ड. मीन्स जो ये पढ़ा रही हूँ ये फिनिश हो जाएगा. आई विल अपलोड द स्लाइड्स इन द क्लासरूम. ओके, थैंक यू, बाय.
मैम
Ma'am.
हाँ